thing.
You guys, Ego is diving hardcore into the commercial line. You guys have an entire line of tools, mowers. And this is Nick. Guys, this is Nick. Nick, you developed what part of the new Ego commercial line?
This is our new charging system, Stanley. So welcome to the Ego PGX commercial charging solution. So I guess the best place to start is you think about landscapers that are transitioning from gas to battery. And whether you're a small landscaper, you're a large landscaper, what do you think is the number one question guys face when they start to think about how am I going to charge batteries? They got to figure out where they got to do it and when they got to do it.
It's not about power anymore. I firmly believe that battery tech is equal to gas tech as far as torque and power output. The big drawback guys have is they do not want to be stuck on a job site and not have the juice to perform their work.
Yep.
That's a paranoia factor. That's just the same thing with cars. You've got that. You worry about making it from one destination to the other because there's no gas stations in between. How have you guys solved this?
Well, the one thing we've solved for to start is you think about the number one question when a landscaper is starting, he doesn't know how to account for what he's going to need in terms of batteries. And once he figures out what he needs for batteries, then it's how do I accommodate that from a charging perspective? And because one of the pain points is, there's a misconception that you get a lot of batteries, you get a lot of chargers. You get a lot of chargers, then what do? You try to plug all those chargers in, what do you think happens?
Lights go out,
you're popping circuits, blowing fuses. So we've solved for that problem by creating a system that centers around one charger. So the PGX Power Hub.
One and done.
One and done. And not just one charger, but the beauty is all you need is a standard 15 amp circuit.
So here's where it gets really crazy. Let's jump right to it. This one charger will charge 70 batteries overnight off from one 15 amp circuit without blowing your fuse.
You got it.
And you're not stuck, oh, I don't need 70 batteries. Well, you got to have 3. Or when you grow, you can have 6.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you grow again, you can have 9, and it just plugs right here. That's it.
That's it.
They just sequentially plug right in.
Yep.
So you're charging 3 at a time, and then 3 at a time, and then you have an app where you can actually tell which ones you want to charge.
That's right. You can monitor your entire system remotely through the mobile app. You can determine prioritization of which batteries charge first. So if you want the smaller capacity batteries to go first, you can prioritize that. If you want to be notified, for example, if there's a power outage, right? Say you're halfway through your charge cycle overnight and there's a terrible storm that comes through and wipes out the power grid. Wouldn't you rather know going into the next morning if you've got half of your energy charged or if you've got full?
But now you have portable fuel tanks. You developed a portable fuel tank system for batteries.
So that's where things get even more interesting. You're absolutely right, Stanley. So this is the new Ego PGX Power Bank. And it connects to the system in the same way that the charging docks do, through the same connection, okay? But once you're disconnected and you're off on the go during the day, the way this solution is enabled is through a 40 amp hour high capacity battery. So quite literally, once you've got this fully juiced up, you can turn around and as you're depleting the energy on your handheld Power Plus batteries, you can simply pop those on here. And what you've got here is dual 700 watt turbochargers. So 5 amp hour battery, for example, which you're oftentimes using in a string trimmer.
Your handhelds.
Yep. 30-minute charge time. On the go, no cords, no power required, completely mobile.
It's basically like carrying a gas tank with you. And when your trimmer runs out of gas, here's your gas tank. You pop it in, boom.
Yep.
Bob's your uncle. But how many of these will this charge?
So think of it in terms of a budget of energy. So if this is a 40 amp hour battery, you basically have a budget of 40 amp hours to charge however you want. So if that's four 10 amp hour batteries, so be it.
And if they're 5 amp hour batteries, you get 8.
Exactly.
So you basically have got, this is like your gas tank right here. You know how many gallons of gas you got, and here's what each one of your trimmers holds.
That's right. And there's another benefit to that too.
You just got to think of it differently, you guys. It's not like it's worse because it's battery. It's just think of the power draw differently. And California is now requiring battery tech. Freaking Minnesota. I think I'm gonna run for. I'm gonna run for something in Minnesota.
I think you get a lot of votes.
Because I'm telling you right now, to take away our gas option is BS. But at least there's companies like you that are coming out with solutions, because whether we like it or not, it's getting taken away from us, and it's coming across the board, across different states.
It's coming for sure. So we're trying to enable solutions that help these guys make these transitions without breaking the bank, without adding a lot of complexity, and without being really difficult to operate.
All right, there you go. All right, Mia, what are we looking at with this one
Hey
now?
guys, so due to popular demand, we finally came out with Ego, all new pressure washer. This thing is totally sick. Adjustable handle right here, just pull it up. Easy for transportation. Got some really cool features here. We're gonna dive in. It's gonna take 2 batteries right there.
And it's got what, 3,200 gallons?
Yep, and can hold up to 2 gallons.
3,200 PSI.
And up to 2 gallons.
2 gallons per minute
Yep.
is the discharge rate, right? Okay. So you got a nice set of wheels here. Your handles here. It's got an onboard nozzle selection system right here, so everything is really plug and play. The storage compartment is here, so everything is just pretty much self-contained. But when is this coming out?
2024, very, very soon.
Okay, and this is your soap nozzle, so actually they kind of have thought of everything. You got your spray adjustment right here.
Yep.
But there's more new stuff coming out by Ego as well. You guys have a new shop vac.
Yes, we do.
All right, let's go check that out. All right, Zach, so this is a brand new shop vac. You don't normally get excited about shop vac, but this has a lot of cool features.
A lot of cool features on this one. Yeah, so 9-gallon wet dry vac. Bunch of pain points that we've kind of seen in the industry. Took those away. Onboard accessory storage. So you've got extensions down here for your storage. All your accessories right here on board. Actually going to have a remote, right? So not having to go back to the shop vac to change your speed settings. You got a stubborn skittle in the car. You can change all that right here. Need a tension release.
This is really cool. So right here, this is a suction release. I mean, I never know why I would want to not have suction, but you also have a light. So if this is actually like a flashlight.
Yeah.
So if you're sucking into some dark corner, you hit a button and you're gonna have a light that comes out.
It'll illuminate. Yep. So that little remote that I mentioned here will attach right in there. You can illuminate that light if you're getting into a dark crevice.
110 CFM.
Yep.
100-inch lift suction. How many batteries does it run off from?
So just a single battery right here, but takes any Ego 56-volt battery. So
9-gallon capacity.
9-gallon capacity. Down here you also have a little drainage plug. Hit these two to do it. Got your HEPA filter right there. So,
do you know when it's coming out, Zach?
so first of the year, this will
First,
launch.
so January 2024. All right, that's new by Ego. Well, we've got some really cool stuff coming out that's also new by Ego. These guys have a lot of really cool stuff. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, guys, brand new by Ego, commercial, and this is a commercial lawnmower.
This is the Resi.
Where's the commercial?
Commercial's gonna be over there. We can talk about it right after if you want. On the other side of that white wall. We got a big display for it to show it off, so it'll be
The
really
new
pretty
commercial lawn push
Yeah.
mower, right?
This is the residential cast aluminum. That one's the commercial cast.
And that's yours too, right?
Yes, sir.
That's where we're going. Let's go. Keep going. Come on. This, because the reason I want to show this lawnmower
Yeah.
is this is the most powerful lawnmower
It is.
in its size class of any brand, gas, electric,
You name it.
or nuclear power. Nothing is as powerful as this lawnmower,
That
is
is
my
correct.
understanding.
That
And
is
guys,
correct.
this is John, this is the engineer, this is the guy that designed this lawnmower right here. So this is a commercial level
It is.
lawnmower. So tell me a little bit about this, would ya?
Yeah, so what you're looking at is a 22-inch cast aluminum deck commercial lawnmower. This is going to be the most powerful walk-behind mower in the entire industry, both out of gas and battery power. What you're looking at is our standard operational torque on this is more powerful than anyone's maximum torque claim in the industry. Our max torque is gonna be almost 50% more powerful than the highest max torque claim in the industry.
There's other people claiming to have more torque, but let's be very, very clear on how they make that claim. They claim it at the stall out point. That means what they do is they put up a rod, they hit the blade, and as soon as that blade hits that rod, it's at that very moment, that fraction in time, where they've got the most torque. That's not actually operating day to day or an hour to hour. That's just at that moment in time.
That is correct.
This actually has operating torque that no one comes close to, if I understand things correctly.
Absolutely, you are right on the money. So basically, in your standard operation, that's where the power matters, and that's where you're gonna get it in this unit. Not only is it the most powerful, but I saw you looking in here earlier, this dual peak battery system we've got going on here, runtime is huge for the pro. If they're down, if they're having to charge stuff, if they're having to replace batteries, that's time they're not cutting. With these two batteries here, you're gonna get over 2 hours of runtime.
2 hours.
2 hours.
What's the price?
This is gonna be $12.99.
With the batteries?
No batteries, so just the commercial
Tool
unit.
only. Tool only. Okay. Does it come kitted with batteries?
There will be a kitted battery option, 212 amps.
What's the price on that?
It's gonna be just north of 2,000.
Okay. And anything we need to know up here in the control handle?
Yeah, so when you're talking about commercial guys, they know the bail handle set. So for them, it made absolute sense to do a bail handle set. It's something that they're used to seeing. In terms of the actual collapsibility, they're gonna have the heavy bolt on there. So basically that's also gonna be something that they're very used to operating with. It's gonna be a comfortable jump for them.
When does it come out?
They're gonna be able to get it towards the end of Q1.
All right, there you go. You guys seen it at Eagle, and we've covered everything in the Eagle booth. We've got an entire show to cover, so if you guys like videos like this, let me know in the comments down below. Now Zach and I are gonna go out and explore this entire show and try to find all of the cool stuff that we can find. The little nooks and crannies, the little pieces, the little things over here, the things over there. Anything that we think you guys would make your world a little bit better, a little bit more fun, and make getting up, putting your work boots on a little more enjoyable. That's what we're gonna look for you guys. That's gonna cover for this one. God bless. Go get them, you guys. Make it a great day. We'll see you guys on another one.